Hello, I'd like to talk about planning today. Most people do some level of planning. I'll admit to you, though, for me, when I was younger, I really did not give much thought to planning for my life. One, I really was not raised in an environment that taught me that discipline. But two, I believe I'm more of a fly by the seat of my pants type person. It wasn't until I hired my first business coach that I really learned what planning was all about. We did have to, when we started our first business, we did have to create a business plan. And I'll say that did help us in order to get a loan. We needed to write out, go through the process of developing a business plan for our business. And that probably helped us for a few years, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, propelled us forward. But I never really thought of the value of that until I hired my first coach. One of the first things that he did for us was helped us to develop a plan, and that gave me such clarity and such focus that helped us to really achieve some of the things that we wanted to achieve. Stephen Covey says that begin with the end in mind in his book, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. He says that many people climb the ladder of success only to realize the ladder is leaning against the wrong wall. And that's really true that if we don't really think about our future, if we don't have a good idea of what our life is going to look like in 5 years or 10 years, or really what we want to aim for, we can just float aimlessly through life and end up at a place that we really don't want to be. And so we really learned the process of planning, although I will say that I've been fairly sporadic. I do tend to fly by the seat of my pants, but really just through some self-discipline, I've been able to do that with my team, and that helps us to stay focused on what we want. And thinking of the power of focus, we went through this process a few years ago where in one of my businesses that we had brought it to the point where we could sell it. And I will say that our coach helped us along the way to do the planning that helped us to get in a position where we could sell our business. And a company made us an offer really that we could not refuse. And as we went through the process, they came to us and offered us basically to pay us twice if we were to achieve certain benchmarks, basically grow our profits after the sale. And it was by a lot of money. We had to grow our profits by $1 million to achieve this double payout. We did that, and with our team, I brought them together and said, "Hey, look, we've got this opportunity to grow our company by $1 million, and if we can achieve that $1 million in 2 years, and we can grow our profits by $1 million, we're going to pay you $1 million." And so that got many of our employees on the same page. And for that 2 year period of time, we focused on one thing, actually two things. One is how to grow our top line, and two, how to grow our profits by $1 million. And every single week we would meet, and we stayed focused on this goal. We had a thermometer in our showroom, and we could see the thermometer rising toward the $1 million point. And everybody rallied around that. Long story short, we hit the goal. We were able to pay $1 million to our employees. The first thing I thought after that, though, was, wow, we should have done this 5 years ago. And but we did see that power focus, and if that's something that you can do in your business, rally around big goal that you can achieve, get everybody on your team, give them a piece of it, you can see some amazing results from planning. The next thing that I'd say that is helpful with planning is having a clear vision of the future that you can articulate to your people. There's a proverb that says that where there is no vision, the people perish. And I believe that the opposite is also true. Where there is a clear vision, the people thrive. So that's where vision can be such a help in your business. It can help everybody to rally around this shared vision, and you can accomplish some big things. So over the next few days, I'm going to continue to talk about key ingredients of having a good, solid business plan, what it looks like, who should do it, when should it be done, and how it's done. So stay tuned, and we're just going to give you a short summary of how to create a solid business plan.